this is gonna be a juggling vid. It's gonna be pretty quick, so I'm gonna try and boom, 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 boom to get us going. What my goal is for this is to teach those people who struggle with juggling some exercises they can use to practice, to build up their confidence, and those of you who are already intermediate and advanced, I hope to give you some stuff you can also add to your challenges at home to keep your adaptability and keep your level of play increasing. So real quick, if you're a 2007, grab a size 5, 2008, 2009, grab a size 4 ball, my U8s grab a 3 ball, and I today am using a size 3 because all my other balls are out to players and coaches. So, the quick thing I want to mention about the size of the ball is in relation to your size, the smaller the ball to you, the harder it is to juggle. So this will be good for me. I always like challenges. So I usually, if I'm really trying to challenge myself, will use a juggling ball, which I have right here, which I'm going to talk about later, a juggling ball, or a size 3. So you'll find the smaller you go, relationship to your body, the harder it is. So first thing I want to show, and I encourage even the advanced players to do this just to get a little warm-up going, is what's called thigh drops. So my beginner players, my U8s out there and my U9s who are struggling, or U7s or O7s, the beginning part for juggling with the thigh is here's our knee, here's our hip, the cash money spot is right in between. So with our stability workouts that we've been doing and we do tabletop, it's this part right in the middle where we can balance a drink. That is where we want to learn to try and hit our juggles, okay? So again, knee, if we hit our knees, what's most likely to happen? It's going to go straight out or straight up, no control. If it comes into our hip, we might be able to kind of slow down the motion, but we don't really have control here. Meaty part of our thigh, we have control. So this first exercise are called drop downs. All you're going to do is alternate legs, so left, right, and you're going to keep a really good clip going, a really good pace. Practice how you play, so boom, boom, boom. Even with exercises that seem easy, you need to work yourself to keep your intensity up. Faster is better. Faster with control is better. So what we're going to do is drop it onto our meaty part of our thighs, alternating legs. So pretend your feet are on lava to try and help keep your intensity up. You don't want to linger them down on that ground too long. Meaty part of our thigh, meaty part of our thigh. Keep going and pause. So that exercise, ball drops onto your meaty thigh, I would do those for 1 minute to 3 minutes. Literally focusing on every hit, trying to get control. It might seem silly, especially for the intermediate advanced, but for beginners who are struggling with juggling, this is very important. Really helps create that muscle memory of where your body wants to load that ball. An example of this in a game would be throw-ins coming in, 2 low for chest, comes in here, grab that juggling trap, send it down to your feet, and now you can pass. Or a ball comes in kind of hot or at an awkward angle, we might do a juggling trap with our thigh, load it for a hard volley into goal. There's so many reasons to get good at juggling and ball mastery. I could go on and on. But really, it's important to get that baseline so you get your confidence up and you keep trying. So first thing we're gonna do is those leg drops, single leg drops. Next thing we're gonna do, and I initially was gonna have you guys do 2 to 3. I'm gonna tell you, based on your level, decide what your number will be. So my beginners, we just did single legs, right? Now, try and do 1, 2 without catching. So 1, 2, catch. My immediate or advanced, you might be 1, 2, 3, catch. My really advanced might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, catch. Or 10 or 11 or 15, whatever, okay? So we do the single legs. That's our first group exercise. This is now trying to do as many and catch it before it drops. So beginners, try 1, 2. 1, 2 for beginners. Yeah? And then intermediate, whatever your number is, go for it. And then advanced, same thing. So we do single leg thigh drops, alternating legs. Now this is what I call grabs. So you're going to do as many as you can and grab it. My beginners, I would start with 2 to get your confidence up. And then beginners, once you get 2, good, try and get 3, and so on and so forth. Go ahead and do that for about 10 more seconds, and then we'll stop and I'll give you the next exercise. Good job, good job. Go teams, go teams, go, go. Okay, and pause. Okay, so we started with single drops where we alternate our legs, right? Then we did grabs where depending on our skill level, we grab the ball. Now we're doing freestyle. Freestyle is where we're not using our hands at all, other than to start the juggle, okay? So what you're gonna do is start out your juggle and get as many as you can without using your hands. So let it hit the ground, that's the end of the story, okay? Then reset yourself and come up. Now if it hits the ground and gets a bounce, then go for it. Try and pull back that bounce. But freestyle is gonna be no hands, other than starting out. And just see how many you can do, even if you bring it down to your feet. And then just keep going. So go ahead and do about a minute of freestyle. Minute of freestyle, and then we'll give you the next exercise. So remember, don't grab that ball. Fight for that extra rep. That's gonna be the hardest thing, is breaking the habit of wanting to catch that ball. But do it. Don't catch that ball. Try and get an extra set. Good job, good job. Good job, good job. And pause, come on back. So, just to review, we did single leg thigh drops. We did thigh grabs, where based on your level, you try and do a few in a row and grab it. Then what we just did was freestyle, where we started up in the air, and we go as far as we can, and it ends on the ground. So this is stuff I want you to practice at home. Single leg drops, grabs, freestyle. Now we're gonna move to some exercises for our feet. Because to be blunt, I never start up on my thigh anymore. In fact, I find it hard. To even teach you guys, I find hard because I'm so used to starting with my feet. So, this is an exercise I have a lot of my players do, especially my keepers, at first trying to work both their left and their right foot. So, you know, with shooting and volleys, if you've had me before, I've shown you how you lock your ankle and you load with your laces to get power, right? We're gonna still use our laces, so everyone feel your laces. My U8s, feel your laces on your shoe. Feel those laces? That's where we want the ball to hit. This time though, instead of having a pointed foot, we're gonna drop the ball down to our foot and have a flexed foot. So our toe is pointed to the ceiling. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a ball to our laces. We're gonna point our toe to the ceiling or towards yourself. So ideally back towards you. So ceiling or to you. And you're gonna try and catch it. Now, even my beginners, this is gonna be hard. And actually this will be hard for my players who do not work their less dominant foot, is you're gonna hit laces, hands, alternate foot. Laces, hands. So, I'll get where you can see me. I drop it to my laces, I kid it up. Laces, up. You're gonna have to play around with touch. How hard do I need to get it to my hands? Not that hard. Right, ooh. Yep, now why that one went far is because my toe wasn't pulled all the way back. I had it loose. So remember, drop it to your toe, pull your toe back. Toe back towards you. Now my young ones, my U8s, if this is just too hard, which is absolutely fine, go back to your thighs. Practice your thighs, okay? My advanced and intermediates, I want you to try and do this for 1 to 3 minutes, alternating your feet. So laces, 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 and keep it going. Remember, your toe is pulled back towards your body. The reason I'm having you do that, this will help with your juggling. Laces, laces, toe back. Okay, keep going. Keep going for about 30 more seconds. Remember my U8s, if that's too hard, go back to your freestyle thigh juggling. And remember, even if you start on your thighs, my young ones, if it goes to your feet, try and hit your laces or the inside of your foot with the juggling. Feet are excellent. We don't always have to stay up on our thighs. Okay, and let's pause. All right, so we just did drop downs to our laces. Now, I want us to show, for my U8s, we're gonna call these ice cream scoops. For my older ones, my advanced ones, we're gonna call these pullbacks. You probably already can do them. My advanced and intermediate, here's where we flip the script on you. I got a quick question. U8s, hold on a second. I got a question for my intermediate and advanced. How many of you, be honest, can do pullbacks with your less dominant consistently? I bet there's a handful that can't, but I bet the majority are only practicing their dominant. So my intermediate, my advanced, your goal for this is to do your dominant and then your less dominant. Your dominant, your less dominant. U8s, you ready? 9s, you ready? Okay. So ice cream scoop or pullbacks. You start with your foot on top of the ball. You're gonna put your foot under it like a scoop, super fast. That's the key to this. Has to be super fast. Do you remember how we were just hitting our laces and pulling our toe back, pulling our toe towards our body. This is important. When we scoop the ice cream or we do the pullback for our older players, have your toe pointing towards you as best you can. So you start with your foot on top, scoop under and pull it back. So again, ice cream scoop on top, under fast and pull your toe back. So pulling your toe back will help you get the ball either straight up or back towards your body. If your ball is going forward and out, it means you're scooping great, but you're sending it that way because your toe is pointing like this. Pull your toe like this. So you start on top, you scoop. As you come under, you pull your toe back. Oh, I'm gonna scoop this ice cream this way. Think, you want that ice cream to your mouth, right? We are scooping this to our mouth. So the scoop needs to go this way. Scoop versus scoop. And drilling your parent in the face who's watching you and they're sitting on the couch, right? That is no good. So let's try it again. Pull backs for my big kids, ice cream scoops for my younger ones. So foot on top, super fast foot under, and scoop it. Okay, keep trying, over and over again. For my advanced and intermediate, if you can do this easy, just start your juggling flow. Start your juggling flow. Good job, good job. Keep it going. Young ones, I'll do another one. Foot on top, ice cream scoop under. Good. Good job, good job. We'll try it one more time. Foot on top, ice cream scoop under, and then keep it going if you can. Now in theory, if you're a beginner at this, you're gonna reset if you do this 1 to 3 minutes, this is what I recommend. You're gonna do this over and over and over and over and over. Do not get frustrated. A win for a beginner is starting up top and being able to get even a little pop up. A little pop up, that's a win. If you're a beginner and you get a pop up but you're sending it, it's going far, try and do a little bit gentler and pull your toe back. But for my beginners, a little pop like that is perfect. Okay, for my advanced, I want to see you pull it up and start your flow going. Get your juggling going. What? Okay, I'm going to do my right foot just because I called out players. I'm a lefty, this is my right. Let's see how good I do. I got it going and then messed it up. But make sure you're always practicing my intermediate and advanced. That less dominant foot. Loading your less dominant foot. Okay, in my beginners, just stick with your dominant foot for right now. So, just to reiterate, we have single leg thigh drops. We have ball grabs, which is 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, whatever it is, trying to get your flow with your thigh, right? And then we have freestyle, which is as much as you can without grabbing the ball. Then we have ball drops to our feet, which remember our foot is flexed. We're hitting our laces and it's right back up. And then the last exercise to help practice for juggling is pullbacks or ice cream scoops. So again, key to ice cream scoops and pullback is being super fast with your scoop. So you start out nice and controlled, bend that base leg, and up and under really fast. Up and under really fast. Up and under. Look at this little ball. Little juggling ball. Okay, before I wrap it up, I want to have a little challenge for my advanced players. So my beginners, your goal is to work on those thigh traps or thigh juggles, work on not using your hands as much, and try and do pullbacks, and start getting 1 to 2, then 2 to 4, then 5 to 6. Slowly start building your base where your hands aren't using it at all. Remember, feet are great, but we can start with our thighs, but we're also going to learn the pullbacks. My intermediates, I would challenge you to start trying to do those pullbacks every time. So see if you can start your load and get a couple touches. If it's really challenging, do 5 loads with your thigh. Get it going with your thigh, and then do 5 pullbacks and see how you do. And slowly try and get it to where you can become really efficient with pullbacks with your feet. My advanced players, I want you starting to do every pullback alternating dominant. So if you do a left pullback, then a right pullback next time, or a right scoop. What I also want you to do is, I'll give you an example of a challenge I have for myself. I have a challenge currently where I'm trying to do, and I'm not close to it yet because I'm so used to alternating on my body, is trying to do, the number that I was given was 100 per leg. So 100 low juggles per my left foot, 100 low juggles right foot, and 100 headers. Now, for me, I'm gonna make that number a lot lower because, to be honest, the challenge for me is not bringing in my other body parts. I'm kind of torn as a player, like, do I want to just train myself to just do one side without letting my body flow? What I like about it though is I've been juggling forever. I can use all parts of my body. It's making me focus in a way I haven't been. So for me, that's a good challenge. For a player who's trying to get flow and going, I wouldn't have necessarily a challenge that isolates that greatly. So what I might do though is have one that alternates low feet. So left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. So maybe can you do 100 juggles using just your feet? So I wouldn't isolate to one leg. I would keep it both legs, but isolate just to your feet. Or patterns, so advanced players. How about like a Simon Says with a partner, like 4 feet, 4 thighs, have a thigh load your head and do 4 heads. So think of patterns like that. Find ways to challenge yourself. Players, if you're out there, if you want me to write you up a challenge, I will absolutely love to write you up one. I don't know if I'll be able to demonstrate it. I'll try my best. Most of them I can do. There are some that I'm still trying to learn, some trickery that isn't old school, so I'm trying to teach myself. But reach out to me if you'd like me to help you write up some kind of a challenging routine as far as juggling and patterns. At any rate, hang in there. Remember, until you get 10 to 15 juggles consistently, and that's my opinion, this is just old school Yvonne's opinion, is it's going to be frustrating and challenging. But just like running and getting our base level running, you know, running, it hurts, and you get that base mileage, and all of a sudden your lungs are used to it, your legs are used to it. It's still hard and challenging, but it doesn't suck. You can get through it. Juggling's the same way. Get that baseline, stay consistent, keep trying. Remember, my beginners, no matter what age you are, if you're having trouble just getting 1 or 2, then your goal is 1 or 2 and then 3. 1, 2, 3. Make small goals. My advanced, if you're hitting like hundies, then I would start trying to do like, break it down and be like, can I do 150 with just my feet? Can I do 100 with just my feet? Okay? Can I do 5 loads on my feet, 5 loads on my thigh, and then 5 headers, and then back down. You could even go up. Remember the old thing, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You can come up with different things where you load your feet, your thighs, even your chest. You could do a stall, back to your thighs, send it to your head. Try and work patterns. Write up a pattern for yourself. Can you do it? And I would love to be challenged. If you guys have a pattern for me to try, I'd love to do it. And I'm not shy. I'll videotape how horrendous the learning curve is on it, and then I'll also show you when I finally get it. You notice how I said when I finally get it? That's the key part to sports and life in general. You have to have the mindset you can do it, and you'll get it, and you'll figure it out. So do not doubt yourself. Hang in there. Be very proud of yourself. Work really hard. I'd love to see some videos of you guys doing your thing. Take care. Peace.